higher gear. And at that point, the government's going to be forced with a very, very uncomfortable choice to create massive inflation or default on its promises. And my fear is that we will choose the inflation route because it's more politically expedient, and then we will have runaway inflation. We will destroy the value of our money, and we will create misery on a scale never experienced before in this country, something worse than our grandparents endured during the Great Depression. And we don't have a lot of time to head this off. I mean, otherwise I wouldn't be running for the United States Senate. If I didn't think the situation was that dire, believe me, there are better things I could do with my time than try to convince 99, senators, to change course.
Well, I want to talk about the campaign. Give us some of the key dates coming up for you to be able to win the Senate in Connecticut.
Well, the big key date is the primary, which is August 10th. If I don't win the Republican primary, then I'm not part of the election. I'm not going to run as an independent or a libertarian. If I can't win the Republican nomination, I'm not going to run. And so it's a three-person race right now. I'm in third, but, I can win. I mean, if you look at the polls, my favorables are 10 times my unfavorables. Nobody else is close. The only reason I'm not winning is because enough people don't know who I am. The people who know who I am overwhelmingly support me. So that's where your audience can help out. There's two things that they can do.
Well, stay there. Well, long segment coming up with Peter Schiff, Schiff4Senate.com. We're going to talk about how you can win the Senate from Connecticut when we come back, how we can capture that lightning in a bottle that we saw with Rand Paul. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about Cal-Ben 5-star soaps for years. This is an American-made product of the highest quality and compares to nothing you will find in stores. You can buy factory direct, shipped via UPS right to your door. Check them out on the web at 5starsoap.com or call 800-340-7091. Take my word for it. Once you've used Pure Soap, you won't buy anything else. Since 1947, Cal-Ben Soap Company has been showing consumers that soap can be tough on dirt and gentle on the environment. Buy American and stay clean, as well as support InfoWars. Visit 5starsoap.com today or call 1-800-340-7091. Well, Marty, what do you have to say?
As founder and owner for over 63 years, satisfaction is guaranteed or double your dirt back. Call us at 1-800-340-7091 for a free catalog or visit our website, 5starsoap.com. Thank you.
They helped to create a new world order. We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. Listen up, folks. This is important. Alex Jones here. Now you can get free shipping on the storable, easy-to-fix, delicious food from eFoodsDirect.com. From July 4th through July 14th, we have looming evacuations in the Southeast, unemployment insurance running out, and predictions of huge inflation. So we all need to get as much food as we can. Every one of you needs to buy as much storable food as possible. This is the perfect time to do just that with eFoods Direct and take advantage of their free shipping special. When you order from eFoodsDirect.com from July 4th through July 14th, every dollar you spend will buy the food, and eFoods Direct will pay for the shipping in the continental United States. This is Alex Jones wishing you and your family true independence this 4th of July with great food and free shipping through July 14th from eFoodsDirect.com. You can order on the website eFoodsDirect.com or simply call 800-409-5633. That's 800-409-5633 or on the web at eFoodsDirect.com/ship free. Peter Schiff is our guest. We're going to take some phone calls for him and also talk about where he stands on issues for people around the country that want to support him, and also people in Connecticut. This key primary coming up, and we see anti-incumbent candidates being elected everywhere, winning primaries, winning special elections. We're going to talk about the political realignment in a moment, and we'll talk about some of Peter Schiff's views. But I wanted to hit a few headlines here. This is a Paul Joseph Watson story up at GCNlive.com. Former contractor, BP not interested in cleaning up oil spill. What an amazing story. And we've got that video clip also posted in the article. Former high-level BP contractor, Army Special Operations soldier Adam Dillon told a New Orleans television station that British Petroleum is not interested in cleaning up oil spill because the company is run by cutthroat individuals who only care about money. And it goes on from there. That's just one of the stories that's up at GCNlive.com. Another article that's up there dealing with the viral video I put out Thursday. LeBron Nation. Americans hypnotized as country collapses. Program zombies get hysterical about basketball while their future is being destroyed because that's what's valuable to them. They know all about football, basketball, all about Hollywood stars, all about the latest controversy, but nothing about what's happening in this nation. So that's also up at GCNlive.com and PrisonPlanet.com. There's also been 6 killed, 4 injured, including the gunman, after a shooting spree in Albuquerque company. They say it's not terror-related and that his wife worked there and he previously worked there. So more stress out there in society. Our prayers go out to those that have been killed. Okay, Peter, I'd like to run through your where you stand. But first off, your chance of winning. We've seen a lot of Patriot-type candidates come from nowhere and win. And we see, again, everywhere, whether it's Spectre or the person that Rand Paul was running against being a neocon or whatever, we see these establishment people losing to patriots everywhere in almost every primary or special election we've seen. So I think that's why your candidacy is extremely viable. What's your view on that?
I think I'm very viable if people know me. My story is very compelling. I mean, if you go to the website SchiffForSenate.com and just watch the 4-minute video, Who is Peter Schiff, that's on the home page. I mean, as people find my story, the one guy that was warning about the financial crisis on television, nobody would listen to him. Everybody laughed at him. I mean, it's perfect. We have an economic crisis on our hands, yet the people who caused it are still in charge. Why not send one of the only people that predicted it to Washington? My business background, I mean, it makes perfect sense. That's why when people know about me, they support me. But the Republican Party establishment is afraid of my winning this campaign, so they're doing whatever they can to try to marginalize me, to ignore me in the campaign. But, it's a small state. There's only going to be about, let's say, 100,000 people who are going to vote in the Republican primary. And, we can get to those people. There's 2 ways that people that are listening to this show can help me. One, they can go to SchiffForSenate.com and make a donation. We need a lot of money now to be able to afford the media that we need to win in the closing weeks of the primary. So I need donations. So you can donate personally. You can talk to your friends about donating. But if once you've donated all that you can, if you can donate some of your time every day for the next month to my phone banking system, right on the front page of my website, there's a big Liberty Bell that flashes back and forth for dialing. If you click on that and follow the instructions, you can phone bank. You can call an 800 number from a landline, and then it's totally free. All the long-distance charges are taken by the campaign, and you don't even have to dial. The program will dial for you, and it's only dialing registered Republicans in the state of Connecticut. And if voicemail picks up, you just push a button and it will leave a message from me about my campaign. If a live person answers, then you just talk. You tell them about Peter Schiff, and then you go on to the next call. There are some people, one person made over 800 calls themselves on Saturday. I'm giving out prizes every day, free autographed copies of my book for the people who make the most calls. Yesterday's winner made 310 calls. But on Saturday, we had over 400 people. We made over 6,000 calls to registered Republicans. My goal is to have one people making an average of 50 calls a day, that would be 50,000 calls a day. We would call every single registered Republican several times. And so we can win this thing. And if I win the nomination, I can win the general election. It will be a huge publicity for me to come from behind, to beat the establishment, to beat Linda McMahon's money. And Dick Blumenthal, who's our attorney general, he's vulnerable. I can beat that guy, especially if I debate him. You know, we had a debate initially when the three of us were there, and I beat everybody so badly. The press said that I won. Nobody came in second. Nobody will debate me anymore.
Well, let me throw out some quick questions because I want to go to calls in the time we have here, Peter. But so people basically get where you stand on things. But let me bring up the toughest issue first. But I want to add the caveat up front.